by pit bulls. No, all you hear in the entire bear, Eddie, 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 Eddie. Now, who's the guy from Green Acres? Eddie, the old man.
Yeah.
Eddie.
What's his name?
Yeah.
In real life or the shit. I can't think right now. Yeah.
Yes,
Eddie. Fuck.
Albert.
Eddie Albert. Yeah, exactly.
He was in the movie as the boss.
Okay.
As Jason London's boss.
I have to see this movie now.
So it was like on TV. It was like a TV
amazing.
movie, ABC. Good luck finding it. I hope you do. If you do, I want to see it. Because it had crazy long wrestler hair. Looked like Triple H.
We'll find that shit. You're the game before the game was the game.
Yeah. Game got real, son. So this trainer has a little fanny pack filled with treats. Eddie, 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 Eddie. And Eddie Albert at the time, I think it was his last project, so he died unhappy.
Unless that was his dream. Like, he was just waiting his entire fucking life to work with a chimp.
He was so
and
old
Jason London.
And so deaf. What's Jason London doing? It's my Charlton Heston as Eddie Albert.
As Eddie Albert.
What's Jason London doing, you damn dirty, stinking ape? But Eddie Albert kept going, what? What? Because the trainer's going, Eddie, 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 Eddie. And he'd be coming into set like, okay, they're ready for you. And he, if you go to the sound cart, they're going to put a mic on you. Eddie, what? 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 And this shit went on for 2 weeks. For 2 fucking weeks. This trainer could not get this fucking chimp to pay attention. Eddie, Eddie. And plus, you got to keep in mind, the chimp's in clothing. They don't want to be in clothing. He's dressed as, he's in a fucking, I don't know.
He's a business chimp.
Exactly. Thank you.
I'm sure. Yeah.
And the little hole is cut out for his tail. And he's miserable. And it's hot as fuck, like any movie set, because of all the lights, it gets hot. And this chimp's looking around going, who can I maul? And it's the trainer's job to keep that chimp from mauling you. So there's always safety meetings like, here's the thing. Don't go near the chimp. If you are on your period, don't be in the room with the chimp. If you've eaten meat today, don't be with the chimp. Did I ever tell you the story when Nick had to work with a bear on the Norm show?
No.
Nikki Cox is on the Norm show, and they have a live bear. And the scene that they want to shoot is Nick and the bear and Norm are sitting together in a waiting room to go see a doctor or something to that effect. It's a sight gag.
Yeah.
And there's a couple lines of dialogue, and they never acknowledge the fact that there's a fucking grizzly bear sitting down on either side of them. So she comes from the set of her show, Nikki. She was doing Norm like on the side. So she would do 2 days a week on Norm. So she comes in, she sits on the bench, and the trainer is going, Jimmy, 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 whatever the bear's name is. Jimmy, 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 okay, all right. Did everybody get the safety meeting? And my wife goes, no. And he goes, okay, basically, if you're menstruating, don't go anywhere near this bear. And if you've had any meat today, she's like literally still chewing a Big Mac from McDonald's. Not only meat, but like the foulest fucking
bears love
meat,
that shit.
like bear, like dog shit, like, oh my God. And she's in full fucking Menzies flow. And the bear's just looking at her like, you weren't at the meeting, were you? And they had to do this
I'm
scene.
going to fuck you up.
Yeah. And that was her introduction to beardom.
Wow.
But she didn't get raped like Bert.
No, yeah. I love that. I hope you didn't eat meat and you're not bleeding. And
Yeah, if you're on your menstrual cycle, don't go anywhere near this bear.
I hope you didn't drink any water today. All right, we're good? Action.
Yeah. If you're coming from another show, that bear hates the show Las Vegas. That bear hates Nikki. If you come from any show on any other network, this bear's
a company, man.
This is an ABC bear.
Yeah.
He only likes ABC shows. Grey's Anatomy, you're cool. 2.5 Men, get him out of here. The chimp, for some reason, they find somebody that they like, and they bond with them. And obviously, being a monkey's uncle, I'm the guy. You called that. As soon as I said it, you pointed to me.
Yeah,
Listeners should know. By the way, come see me in the Ontario Improv the 26th and the 29th of April. I haven't played there in a very long time because you guys didn't really come out that much. But now I've been mentioning the Inland Empire a lot in the podcast, and I've been getting a lot of your tweets at jmoore37, at Camel Toad.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
So come on out to the Improv, and we'll do meet and greets, and we'll talk. We'll take pictures, and we'll talk about Eddie the Chimp in this story. That's April 26th through 29th. And if you really want to help me, come on Thursday, because that's where I get 100% of the door. So if you come out on a Thursday, plus you get to go to work Friday and brag to everybody that you went to a comedy show the night before, and everyone else is like, "Really?
Oh,
I just watch TV like
that
a
makes
jerk."
sense. And you don't go to the show and you're hungover by yourself.
Dude, you should have been there, dude. It was amazing.
What did you do last night, asshole?
I saw Jay Mohr at the Ontario Improv, April 26th. Shit was the best. And thank you to everybody. I'm going right back into the chimp story. Don't fast forward. Thank you everybody that's been ordering stuff on Amazon. It's really helped out a lot. And I love your tweets. And when you tweet me what you bought.
I read them too, dude.
But the problem is now is people are making shit up. So I got to figure out what's real and what's not. Like, it started very innocuous, like, Slam Man just bought a pair of blue blockers for the old man. Got him sunglasses to go fishing. That was fresh. Thanks a lot, brother. And I'm like, that's great. And now you guys are just making shit up. Now, I know you didn't buy fucking Chinese stars and give it to the Bone Zone. I know you just did that because you said it on the podcast. But I appreciate you going for it. Yeah, I bought a limb. No, you didn't. So keep going to jmohr.com to hit the Amazon link. And thank you. Thank you, a billion thank yous. So the chimp's name is Eddie. The chimp falls, he thinks we're like college roommates. Like we've been together our whole lives, me and this chimp.
Even bromance. Yeah.
Total bromance. And me being, I guess, 19, 20 years old and high as fuck, I'm infatuated with the fact
nothing cooler than a chimp.
that I'm sitting in a room, like, usually in between takes you go back to your trailer. I'm not leaving Eddie's side. This is my guy. This is my crew. We invaded the jungle. He played flute. I took him back with me.
Brought him back. Him, Ronnie Woods. We're making a super band.
We're going to make a fucking super band with Ronnie Woods
and a chimp
and a couple pigeons. Oh, my God. Oh, what a great super band this will be.
We only play in Canada at farms.
We only play.
It's a Canadian farm tour.
In sorghum farms.
Exactly.
In Vancouver.
And we don't fucking tell a soul about it.
No, and if you come see us play, here's the first rule of Ronnie Wood Chimp Super Band, is you can never tell anyone about Ronnie Wood Chimp Super Band. Just keep it to yourself. You can email me and Camel Toad on Twitter, but other than that, just don't spill it, bro. Keep it cool.
Save it. You got to see a member of the Stones and a fucking chimp. Just keep that stung, man.
When they do that, when they run that medley together, when they do the banana song,
which is weird because Ronnie wrote that one. You would think that would be the chimp.
You would think that the chimp
wrote the banana
was
song.
About the banana song. Oddly, the chimp wrote Hey Negrita, and Ronnie wrote the banana boat song. And they go, day-o, unde, and they do all that, and then right into fucking Josephine by Ron Wood off of Give Me Some Neck. Ron Wood, by the way, tremendous solo artist. Great. If you want a great solo album by a Stone, Keith Richards' first one, Talk Is Cheap, is tremendous. But Ron Wood, Give Me Some Neck, is really tight, bro. It's really, really tight.
Check it out.
And you go, oh, that's why you're in the Stones. You're fucking great. So the first day, me and the chimp hit it off, and they keep giving they go, oh, if you feed the chimp, he'll be your buddy, because we have a lot of shit to film. So I hand the chimp an orange. No, I hand him a banana. And the chimp looks at me like, that's like bullshit, man. That's hack. Like, what do you
like? That's racist.
Like, you watch too many, I wasn't going to say it. You watch too many cartoons. So then the trainer goes, he doesn't want bananas today. And I'm like, what do you mean today? Like, there's a whole chimp thing going on. He goes, today he wants oranges. I'm like, and you know that because he looked at me. You can read, Eddie. Now the chimp's starting to wander. The guy, he hands me an orange. He goes, call him. And I go, Eddie. He goes, call him. Call him like you mean it. It's going to be on Lancashire Boulevard. The guy yells at me. So I go, Eddie. And the chimp turns around like, what the fuck did you just say, Holmes? Like the chimp's ready to throw because I yelled at him. But what I don't realize, I forget I'm holding an orange. And he starts jogging towards me. And the trainer's going, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. Give him the orange. I hand him the orange. He takes it out of my hand. And I'm obsessed with watching this guy peel the orange. I can't wait. Chimp? Yeah, I'm like, oh, wow. I get to, because it takes me forever to peel an orange. I'm an idiot. And it's all over my wrists and forearms.
It's the biggest fucking mess of all time, dude. Yeah. I get orange juice in my eyes. It's like I've been punching a chest wound.
Yeah.
It's horrific.
He puts it on the ground. He goes up on one of the crates where they like one of the camera crates in an apple box, jumps off of it like a fucking kid jumping off a couch, like Fudge in a Judy Blume novel, and he smashes it with his feet. And I'm like, well, that's one way to do it, Eddie. I didn't know you were a slob.
And then picked up the orange with his feet.
Now it's just smashed all over the floor, and he's just picking up pieces of orange. And I go, oh yeah, you're a fucking wild animal. You don't need to not make a mess. The first scene we shot on my first day.
I love that you were expecting him to be the best orange peeler. You were like, oh shit, I'm going to learn my swerve right
the
now.
Swiss
like,
Army knife.
I'm going to copy this ape. Yeah. Just fuck it and just jumps on it.
Yeah, there's no peeling at all. And then later that week, I saw him do the same thing to bananas. Like, he would just set him down and smash him with his foot.
Maybe he was just particularly dumb for apes, as chimpanzees go.
I don't think so. I think that
he was jumping on a lot of his food, though.
Yeah, maybe he just, you know what it is? He's keeping time with that band. Yeah. He's used to the foot pedals. He's a drummer ape in our super band. So I give him the orange. Now we're best friends, right? And he's hanging out, like he's coming over me, like putting my arms around me. And the trainer's like, "Don't put your arms around him." Like he's telling me, give me like, so I'm like frozen as a board. The first scene we shoot in this whole thing, a cop comes in and arrests me. He puts me against the wall, throws the cuffs on me, slams me against the wall, and then carries me aggressively out of the room. Well, no one told the chimp trainer that this was going to go down, because the chimp trainer would have said, you probably want to shoot that without Eddie in the room, since Eddie really likes JJ.
Oh, shit.
So what winds up happening is this guy comes flying in the door, grabs me, picks me up, and as I leave my feet, the chimp goes fucking Suge Knight and just starts mad dog. Come on in. Just starts mad dogging the fake cop, right?
Oh, that's amazing.
The cop throws me against the wall. The chimp is beating his, like doing all shit you see chimps do when they want to fight. They had to fire the cop because there was 4 other days left to shoot.
And the
with
chimp
me, chimp, and the cop. And what happened was the chimp was so angry at the cop for laying his hands on me. You know what? I really should get in touch with Eddie. Because we
should have him on the show.
We should, because I've been so disappointed with the way certain people have behaved in my personal life. And friend, as Robin Harris once said, niggas you think niggas ain't niggas. Like guys I thought were my deepest fucking homies of all time just fucking jump ship and switch crews. And I was like, wow. We were best friends. My whole life was getting more people to dig you. And now you just cut, whatever.
Eddie wouldn't do that.
Eddie would not have done that.
No.
And neither would Eddie Ko, the Korean ping pong guy. He would have been down too. We'll get him in the band. He can
my God. This
so
is
here's
the best
the thing.
supergroup of all time.
Yeah, it's going to be good. You got Ron Wood and a chimp. Then you just fill in the fucking blanks at that point.
Else,
once you get Joe Walsh and the Eagles, it doesn't fucking matter who else. You know what I mean? You got Keith and Ronnie. They don't care who's playing bass. When Bill Wyman quit the Stones, nobody really gave a shit. They get Bernard Fowler or somebody to do it.
Get some fucking.
So what happens is we'll get Cowhead from Tampa, the radio guy. He plays a tight bass. So
I thought you meant Buckethead for some reason.
Every time, no, Cowhead's a good radio.
Do you know who Buckethead is?
Yeah,
he used to play with like Les Claypool, wear a fucking bucket on his head.
Yeah, Buckethead.
Yeah, that's basically him. Man.
Every time the chimp sees the cop, the chimp goes crazy and tries to attack the cop. So what they do is they give a day's grace and they shoot something else. They have to move the cop's trailer. We're shooting on Lancashire and Magnolia, and all the trailers are on Lancashire. They have to move the cop's trailer to Lancashire and Tahunga all the way up the street around the corner, because if the chimp sees the cop, he's starting to get a little nuts. So they figured a day's gone by, there's distance between everybody. The next day, I'm at that bus stop at exactly Lancashire and Magnolia. Okay? And the cop comes out of his trailer on Magnolia towards Tahunga, where the 7-Eleven is, towards that big park. Mm-hmm. The chimp sees this fucker in his street clothes, not dressed as a cop, from, it has to be 50 yards away. Immediately jumps up onto the bus stop, you know those little shelters?
Yeah.
With one arm, and while staring at the guy, shows his teeth and goes, ah! And is doing one-arm pull-ups to show the guy how, like, I'm not to be fucked with. I can do one-arm pull-ups. The trainer says this isn't going to work. And everyone gets between the chimp and the guy, and they have to fire the guy.
Wow.
The guy gets fired.
That's amazing.
Because you put his hands on me.
That's fucking amazing, dude.
That's really all I want out of life, is anybody that disappoints me, I need someone else way above the line to dismiss them in my presence. You're fired.
Hopefully if it's a chimp.
You have to go home. You put your hands on Jay. We don't like the way that tone you took. You're out. So that's my story. Where I never told that story ever.
It was awesome, man. It was a great story too.
That was a fun time. I love.
We should have that guy on the show.
Fucking trainer. He had a lot of chimps, and I worked with him with something else. Animal trainers are crazy people. Even if it's like a dog, like the dog on Frasier, Like, that person's whole life is like...
Is that dog.
Like, making sure the temperature in the kennel is just right. Like, fucking go in the house and have a beer. Relax. The game's on. I can't. Because I got to give him the wheat-fed Kobe beef. Otherwise, he gets crabby.
He needs that heirloom fucking lettuce, yeah.
He needs air. That's really what it comes down to. If you're an animal trainer, you better be damn sure you got heirloom lettuce. Hashtag more stories. Hashtag Ron Wood Chimp. Supergroup.
Give us names for it. Yeah.
What's the name of that group?
That's what I'm saying. Let's leave it up to Twitter. Facebook, more stories, popping off every day. Folks want to check that out.